I'm Janie Lacani, and I'm the art volunteer down at the Caring Place. Several participants at the Caring Place that have been diagnosed with Parkinson's, dementia, Alzheimer's, some have had strokes, have gotten together, and we've written a children's book. We've written this as a shared journey through their disease process. They talk about pain and family and what it's like to get sick and some of the dilemmas. But at the end of their journey, they always seem to maintain some kind of sense of humor, and they tried to have sense of humor in this book, even though it is a difficult subject, getting old, getting sick, losing your abilities. Peggy, what are you doing?
Trying to measure a wheel on a wheel, but on a...
So what do you do? Show me what you're doing.
I was trying to see if this was the same size as the wheel that I need on my wheelchair.
All right, that's clever.
It may be a slight bit too big. That's what I'm worried about. If I put it right here.
What if you flip it over?
Yeah, I guess that would. Yeah, if it comes back just beyond all that stuff. Okay, well, I'm Peggy. Everybody around knows me because I talk a lot. We've never found a book out there that talked about people getting old, especially people who have grandchildren that like to be with them. Some of them have found out that their children have changed their attitude toward them. And we're hoping that this book might help some others think about what that means to their grandparents and what it would really mean to them too, if they think about it and realize how much the grandparents have done for them in their life and are doing probably at the present time. Another thing that we've discovered about getting old is the fact that some people don't see us anymore. I mean, don't see us when we're walking down the street toward them. We went down the street the other day and some people came up toward us that knew me and had known me forever. And my daughter was with me, and she turned to the daughter and said, "Oh, your mother is here, your mother is here. How is she now? What is she doing? What can she eat? And what does she wear? How do you do it?"
My name is Wilma. This is one time in your life that it really hurts because you have been in charge all your life, and all at once everything seems to be taken away from you. You can't drive anymore. They don't want you to do the finances, and no one else ever did them before but you. Well, what I get to thinking is, what am I doing? Why am I doing this? Why am I in this predicament? Why can't I live until I die instead of being sort of persecuted about it all?
You okay?
Yeah. And all at once they just thought that was it. It was a terrible thing, you know. And just take away everything, you know. That was one of the worst things that really hurt me. But
For you, they were worried about your safety.
they say they're worried about my safety, but nobody ever worried about my safety before in my life. I've been thoroughly independent all my life.
So how are we going to put that to art?
I don't know. You guys got to think it up.
And you're going to draw it, right, and paint
Yeah.
it? Okay.
I'd like to dedicate this book to all younger people who are headed for this stage someday in their life.
I know this book is going to bring up a lot of emotions.
Yes, I believe it will.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Peggy's actually just started, used to do art years and years ago, but she started art again. You want to show them some of the...
This is the front face.
And she did, this is some of her...
My name is Patrick Michael Mulqueeny, slightly Irish.
Just slightly.
Yeah.
Born in East St. Louis, Illinois. Moved to Missouri with my parents. The reason I'm hesitant in my speech and forgetful, snore in my sleep, which my wife doesn't appreciate. But Parkinson's is a funny disease. They can put dopamine in your blood to fight the Parkinson, and it helps somewhat. But when we tried to examine when it was I first caught it, about 12 years ago, so that knock it back to about what?
About 2000.
2000, yeah, that's what I thought. It was too easy. I didn't think it was right. The thing that is really disheartening is they claim that you can't improve. You can maintain a state by what you eat. Exercise is the biggest helper. Walking. So, like I said, you plateau and you don't lead a bad life, but it slowly builds up. Look at Muhammad Ali, how he is now. I walk up 2 flights of stairs and I gotta sit down. This is the first time in I don't know how long I haven't been shaking. That's amazing. I get on camera and I'm in better shape.
That's a picture of one of your mountains you painted, huh?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Well, actually, you use charcoal with that, right? Pencil?
I don't think it may have been.
And then he did another one where he did something he's never done. He made this for the church this year.
Oh,
Church had,
yeah.
for Advent, we had and he's never used acrylics.
Good morning. Good morning. Is this where you mean?
Right over there, uh-huh.
Okay.
We always got you under the plant, seems like it. All the filming and everything. I'm gonna move you. I'm gonna take this outside real quick. We're gonna set it around here.
Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
I think I'm awake. Kathleen.
Easier for you, because that's tedious work right there.
Going around them trying to keep from getting on them.
But you got a good steady hand.
Yeah,
Your art looks great. No, just paint over it. We'll go back and fix it.
Oh yeah, this is exactly what I wanted to do. I have everything that I figured when I lost my husband, and my children are all taken care of. They have their families and all of that. This was what I wanted to come, because I have things to do. I'm not sitting and just staring at the walls, and I'm happy. Well, I tell you, I'm joyous. I enjoy life. I'm 80 years old and I'm just as happy as a lark. I've got what I want. I don't have to be responsible for anything.
Work for a newspaper
I did someplace, I've forgotten now, but I
You
worked
told me
on
when we were writing this book. I know you said. I said good.
Yeah, I worked on a weekly newspaper.
Because you're going to be the editor.
You've got to be kidding. No way. I'm retired, you know.
That's right.
I'm Richard Jameston, and I live here, I guess. Okay.
You like to do art, right?
I like
Okay. So Dick is going to be the grandpa in the book. Just see what's missing, Dick, and you can fix it. Whatever colors you want.
Dementia. I've got Parkinson's.
You don't have Parkinson's,
I do have Parkinson's. That's what I have.
you do have
Yeah.
it, but not dementia.
That's what I've got.
Well, it leads to sometimes.
It leads to
It
that.
does.
Sometimes causes like dementia.
It does.
There's so many different forms of dementia. It's
Right,
hard to
yeah.
to
All
put
of
it.
these have so many different things to them that you don't know.
Well, you know, in this book, Peggy, people are you gonna be okay with that?
I know they are.
Okay.
I've got to let it be all right. I'm not gonna let it beat me. I've got to be myself.
That's good. That's a good. That's the attitude you got to have. Okay, this is some of the artwork.
No telling what I got. Probably couldn't pronounce it if I had it. I don't know what I
You got bad ears.
have. Bad hearing. I do have
She said bad ears.
I got my hearing aids in, though.
Well, you got to keep your sense of humor about things.
Well,
Y'all seem to keep your sense of humor pretty good. You laugh a lot, don't you?
that's what most people will do, you know. That really, they accept it and go on, you know, they have to.
Yeah.
They really do. And that makes it life better for you and everybody else around you.
There's a few ladies in here.
How many men are in here?
There you are.
I'm making a spot for you.
Sorry that way.
They just want one.
They just want
They just want one.
Well, it's pretty tight in here, isn't it?
Well, you can move around.
I got you a spot right here.
Oh.
You're gonna be in the
We got
camera
this
light.
big building. Whoever thought we'd outgrow it? So.
Now, Peggy, if you feel like you need to take breaks, but your hands seem like they're doing better when you use them, huh?
They do.
This is some of the artwork. This is our book process. As you see, Janie is not organized.
Come on.
Look at this desk.
How are the artists doing today?
Oh, and this is Holly.
My.
She's writing
You're doing
a forward for us about the
Julie Holt and I are doing. We did something collectively, and I don't know if that's what you wanted us to do or not, but we've done something collectively, and I brought my homework assignment. Here it is.
All right, and
I am so excited about the book and your illustrations and everything. Just remarkable folks.
See my little dachshund?
He's beautiful. Look at him. He is perfect.
Well, I'm Marianne. I'm just me. I'm not anyone else but myself. No, I'm here every day.
Every day.
I don't have anywhere else to go, so I just come here. So someone's watching me so that I don't take a flying leap. Accepting things. You have to accept them the way they come. You're not going to help yourself if you don't accept things. So that's just the way it is. This is a good place. I like the people here.
M-E-R-T.
Okay.
How long ago did you do that?
Oh, a long time. Ever since I married my husband, Bob, 56 years ago. And they said I couldn't do nothing, couldn't cook or nothing. And I think I can, except I can't walk without that.
But it's nice living with somebody.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because you would get lonely.
Sometimes, though, only when we fight. And that's bad. And I don't want to. But how do you keep from it? Well, I can't walk. That's one thing. I guess that's the main thing. She has to take care of me. And she took care of her daddy before he died. And it's just been hard. Because Bob was a hard worker. He had a garden every year. And I don't know, I just miss him.
I discovered that was something that hit me almost every day in the beginning. I'd go to sit at the table for supper, and I put a place for Frank, just like I always had. And it might be time to eat before I realized I had 5 places at the table instead of 4.
You got diagnosed with Parkinson's.
Yes.
Can I ask you what that felt like?
Well, felt like somebody sort of knocked the wind out of me at first, especially when they gave me a little book that talked about Parkinson's and told me what could and some probably would happen to me.
My name is Helen. When I started here, I didn't know how to do art.
She's turned into one of the best artists. Helen's got a thank you today from the Reverend too at the First Methodist Church for her art. A picture of the lady the other day. We're working on that book, and you talked about the feelings of loss and losing independence.
Oh yeah, that losing independence is still going on. I guess you might say, but you know, I relinquished my car to my son. His wife drives it all the time. That's a little bit of loneliness feeling that way, but I don't have no business driving 82. I knew that.
I can't think of anybody who want to run off with this. If they do, honey, they need help.
So, you'll be back on Thursday, right? Okay.
Lord willing. In the creek and right.
Okay.
Did you tell me to paint these ears white?
They're going to be, think what color your ears are.
Gray, yeah, they're white.
Well, most people's ears are some kind of flesh tone or pink.
So what should I color them?
Pink.
Pink, okay.
But you see your hair's coming over, so you can do what you're doing right there is you're going to paint your hair.
Yeah.
And just highlight, shadow the...
Yeah, because I dread them eyes.
Oh.
What color is their legs?
Beige.
This color?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what do you want me to do now?
What'd you say was going to be gray on her?
Oh, her hair.
Her hair, and you said her, what else? Her glasses?
Yeah.
You ever feel that way? When people, they talk, instead of talking to you, they talk about you and you're there?
Oh.
They don't do that to you?
No, they do that when I'm not in there.
They talk about you when you're not there?
When I'm not there, yeah.
Well, but haven't you ever gone out and
go back in and they quit?
No,
yeah.
No, like with your daughter or somebody that's close to you.
Yeah, but I mean the loss of somebody close to you. Should that be a part of this book?
Could be.
Yeah, I guess it could be.
Well, it's part of growing old.
Part of getting old.
Yeah, it's part of getting old. We lose somebody.
Well, I have my memories of my marriage is a comfort to me.
This is a foggy, rainy looking day.
Oh, yeah.
But we've had a lot of them, so I guess we need to get used to it.
I think so.
Is that right?
But we don't have to get used to it, I guess. Do we have to?
There will come a day when we won't have to be used to it.
Yeah.
Ladies, what do you think would be good with this? Peggy, you came in late. They were talking about the chariot representing freedom, actually. Your walker, not having it be a negative thing, having to have a walker. You know, or a chair gives you freedom. Okay, we need to talk about, we talked about wearing depends or diapers or whatever you want to call them.
Well, I wore them.
You know, it's a fact of life.
I didn't know that.
Poor Dick's in here.
I don't know.
We got your husband.
Well, they're good when you have to have.
Yeah.
When you have to have.
I have nothing to do with it.
Well, you're lucky.
We've got to figure out if we're going to put a pair on somebody or if we're just going to have somebody hold them up with hands. What do you think would be better? Hold them up?
Yeah, I believe.
Okay. Let me get her red going for her chariot. Kathleen, here's your red. I'd make the wheel red, and that up there, that's what I'd do. Then I'm going to talk to you about the next picture you're going to draw, Dick, for us. Okay. Ervon, you're our secretary. Will you put this together with the other?
I'm a secretary?
You are today. Okay, Kathleen, you want to do it in red, huh? What's wrong, Kathleen?
I'm totally frustrated. Well, I've covered up part of the ear with hair.
But that's fine because that's going to be. Just keep going and make it have like her strands are coming through her hair, and just like that. You didn't mess it up, and then you can go back like you were talking about white, having a little bit of white in it, her hair or the waves. After you get done, you can take and just put some white little things in it, and it gives the highlights. And you didn't mess it up.
Okay.
It's gonna, trust me, it's gonna turn out good. You gotta wait to see the finished product, because you're gonna add highlights. You're gonna go back and put her lips. You're gonna put her eyes, so it will leak, and then we'll scan it. You didn't think your other picture was looking good, and it looks good. So just keep on trudging on.
Okay.
The good news, girls, it's only a 16-page book.
16 pages. We'll never get that done.
Yeah, we will. It's a picture book, so it's only 16 pages. This is what we're trying to educate. We're trying to do a little book. If it helps one person, or if it helps y'all write it, it served its purpose.
We're going to talk to the kids, for one thing, about them, because they need to understand that if Grandma's older and is not doing things that she always used to do with them and for them, that it's okay, and we're working it out.
And the strokes are very, very serious, and you just can't cope with a stroke like you should sometimes. And I wasn't able to, so the stroke overcame me.
Do you think kids are scared do y'all think children are scared sometimes when something like that happens?
If they were younger, but I think when they're in their 20s, they're all right with it.
Yeah, they're. Wilma said the other day her grandchildren can't even be bothered with it. They're so busy texting and playing video games. You gotta get through it. I know some of you don't think you're artists, but you do beautiful work. And you can't let people tell you that you can't do stuff. I think labels, you can't be labeled, you know.
He'll come to the house and put his head in the door and say, "Grandma, it's about time." And what he means is, it's almost sunset. We live on a mountain. And he'll come and get me and put the blocks up so that I can crawl into the Bronco. And then he drives me through this rutted old road that's been dozed up the mountain. And we go up to the top of the mountain, and he turns the truck around and sits where it's a good view of the sunset. And we watch for the sunset, and that's the last page of the book.
Where's your nerve gone, and where's your heart, and where's that sunrise you've been waiting for, and where's that one day you can't at all? Well, I bet we find it in no time at all. We'll find it in no time. We'll find it in no time. We'll find it in no time. we'll find it in no time.